What's going on, y'all? Good evening. It's Uncle Jacky. We about to talk football for the night. I'm waiting on, possible guests to appear. Hopefully they can find time. But yeah, good evening. How's everybody? Hope everybody doing all right. But tonight I want to start off speaking on NFL quarterback Teddy Bridgewater. Now Teddy Bridgewater was coaching a high school in Florida and he got suspended basically for looking out for his team so that they wouldn't have to, how you say, struggle. When you're playing football, you need money, period. You need money to go through life. And he was making sure they ain't have to fall through the cracks or the traps in the streets. And he basically got suspended for that. I mean, I don't understand, but here's a little account on it.
Teddy Bridgewater was suspended from coaching high school football after providing impermissible benefits to his players, such as paying for their Ubers and meals. Bridgewater has since signed with the Buccaneers and talked about his suspension and isn't apologizing, saying he was just trying to protect his players.
Those players became my sons. Miami Northwestern is in a tough neighborhood, and things can happen when kids are walking home to give them, a ride home and just try to protect them.
Teddy Bridgewater was suspended from.
And I mean, you can't be mad at that. I mean, I understand, like if it was college or something, or tampering of some sort, but he was paying for Ubers and paying for meals. He spent 200K, around 200K, taking care of his players. And, oh, hold on a second. Hold on. I think I see. Okay, Desi Des. What's going on, bro? Zay? Bring him on. There we go. Desi Des, what's going on, bro? You on? Okay, there you go. What's going on, Des?
Salute. How you, bro?
I'm cooling, bro. Zay. I'm cooling. Everything is all good. Yo, I'm just learning this whole platform. You can see it's different. I don't know if you can tell, but it's different from my last platform that I was working from. You know what I mean? So forgive me. I ain't know how long you was over there. Like I don't even know what the hell it was
I
for.
just jumped on like probably like a minute ago.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
But I was talking about this gentleman. Let me bring it up. This gentleman right here, Teddy Bridgewater, and he got suspended. He was a high school football coach, and he got suspended for holding his players down, meaning he was paying for their Ubers. Matter of fact, let me see. I can put it back.
Teddy Bridgewater was suspended from coaching high school football after Teddy Bridgewater was suspended from coaching high school football after providing impermissible benefits to his players, such as paying for their Ubers and meals. Bridgewater has since signed with the Buccaneers and talked about his suspension and isn't apologizing, saying he was just trying to protect his players.
Those players became my sons. Miami Northwestern is in a tough neighborhood, and things can happen when kids are walking home to give them, a ride home and just try to protect them.
Teddy Bridgewater was suspended from coaching high school football after providing impermissible benefits.
That's great. Julie, what's going on? Long time no see. Appreciate you for coming through.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's a crazy topic,
Yeah. That's nasty work, bro. Like
bro. We from Harlem, so we from Harlem, so we used to seeing kids, being outside going to school. So we automatically in our mind gonna think, yo, long as a grown man ain't following them, they good. They know how to make it home. They good. But to just be that obsessive and to be that scared just shows something is wrong with the guy. You got a mental health or something.
And that's
But
just like
I could be wrong.
nah, it's just the fact that, like, all right, picture yourself on a football team in Harlem. Let's just say, it's worse than what it is now. Let's say take it back to 80s Harlem. And it's kind of dangerous. Like, I'm coming home from I got a promising football career. I want to be able to make it home to make it back to practice tomorrow. And that's what because they ain't playing with you in Florida, B. They for real in Florida. And you won't make it home. So I can see what he's saying. You buying them lunch so that they don't have to go out and take a pack. He don't want them to take a pack.
Yeah, yeah.
So we taking packs in high school. Definitely, I know I've had them packs.
Me too.
Yes, you know what I'm saying. So it's like he trying to prevent all that, and it's crazy. But more, I'm let you speak. This Desi Dez, my man, is a music maker. My man is a music junkie. My man got flows. My man got fire.
The artist slash the
Young black
engineer slash
entrepreneur.
the hit maker. The hit maker is me. It's me from Harlem. The hit maker. You know, we got some
Right.
hits, bro. We got some hits coming. We got some hits coming.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I'm gonna need y'all to check my man out.
Yeah,
You guys, talk about like speak on yourself.
You know, last time I was, every time I'm drop an album, I always want to promote it on one of the biggest platforms, and that's your platform. I always want to promote it on your platform.
I
I love the
appreciate it.
community. I love the fan base. So I just always want to promote it on your platform. It's like something I want to do, like an interview. So I always got to check in with you, to make sure the streets hear it. You got the streets, so I want the streets to hear it. That's why I tap in with you, bro.
I appreciate you, Brody.
So yeah, I got an album dropping. I got an album. Yeah, the date I don't know. It's gonna be the end of summer. The end of of September. It's gonna be the end of September. 10 tracks is on it. This is my 4th studio album, so it's gonna be fire, bro. The quality is up there. It's mixed and mastered professionally. It's gonna go crazy. I think this is gonna be my biggest album. You know why? Because I invested the work. I invested in computers, the laptops. I invested in equipment. I invested. So this one got a hit. Every album I drop, I make money out of it. So it's not about money. It's about the fans enjoying it and liking the clarity and the quality of it. Feel me?
Right.
Yeah. So
yeah, I heard some of your tell them your YouTube channel, whatever. Before I know you gonna play. You got a song to play for us?
The what? Yeah, I got a song. I got mad songs. I could play you something in the hard drive, but the YouTube is Desi Deza. Desi Deza with an ER, Desi Deza. And or you could just spell it Desi, money sign Dez, and you going to top it. You could search topic. I only got one video right now because I've really been just investing in equipment. I don't want bullshit quality cameras. I don't really want to invest in a cameraman anyway. Like I'd rather invest in my team, get a cameraman. We already got the equipment, and we do it that way. So I'm investing in the cameras. I already got a camera, so I'm just looking for a cameraman. The videos is coming. Videos is coming real soon. I'm telling you. And before the album drop, a video is gonna come. I've already been shooting a video, so a lot of stuff is coming, Jacky. A lot of shit coming. I just can't explain it all right now. We need hours.
Yeah, I ain't mad at you, brother. I ain't mad. I know you put in work. I listen to your stuff on YouTube. You in my playlist and everything.
I appreciate it.
So no doubt, my man. But if you got something you want to rock for like,
Hell yeah.
a minute or a short song or whatever, a couple songs.
You want to hear? What you want to hear? You want to hear some street shit? You want to hear some street shit?
What do you want the people to hear?
I let the people hear something. We from New York, so I'm gonna play Chris Child. This is a song I recorded. I recorded this 2023. It's not out yet. It's in the stash. It's mixed and mastered. It's in the stash, ready to drop whenever. But I'm gonna play the Chris Child. It's more of a New York vibe, bars, and I think the fans gravitate to it. It's not really singing. When you drop a singing track, people got to get used to it. Feel me? This is gonna be straight ball. So I'm gonna play this shit right now. All right, Chris Child.
All right, bet.
All right.
On my face, man.
I know the feeling sometimes you wanna give up. Niggas fight the consequences. Niggas ain't quitters. Niggas criticize me, they ain't with us, yeah. My gun stay with lasers, we ain't playing fair. I really try to motivate them to get the money. I really motivated niggas to get the cheese. Niggas pulling blocks and trigger sweets. Suckers can't keep up, my flesh got deep cuts. Niggas will rob you, niggas keep guns. We on that when you snap, what you call that? Them collect calls can't call me back. We had to get the bag, we had to get the sack. Always good on fifth, niggas keep a gat. I rip them wild like a fitted hat.
You ain't done, Jacky?
I could keep
I can hear
going.
you.
The gun like a pet shop. Don't. When you race against
I can hear the
time,
beat though.
You can hear the
I
verse.
can
You can
hear
hear the
it.
vocals. You can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear your vocals. Yeah,
Uh,
you sounded like Jomo a little. You sound like Jim on there a little bit.
Shout out to
Like the
Jim. Shout
flow.
out to
I'm
Jim.
feeling like
Shout out
okay,
to Jim.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah,
more.
yeah.
That's more.
Stop
How
Jomo.
you feel about
Stop
Jim?
wilding, Jomo. Stop wilding,
What's
Jomo.
up?
You out here bugging. Nah,
Yeah,
Jomo
nah,
out here bugging. You heard what he talking about? He better than everybody, or he wants smoke with everybody.
yeah,
I get
but
it, but
Nas,
you got it.
yo, look,
Mm-hmm.
let's talk about that, Jackie. This because this is like I said, you got the streets, your platform. Look, come on, they can't stop your platform. Look at your first page. You get what I'm saying? Now your second one,
Right.
they can't stop the message. You got the streets, right? So this is a good topic. I feel like Jim Jones is doing good right now. He's doing good, the quality beats, but you can't take away what Nas did, bro. Nas, he did it at a young age, and the lyrics, that the wordplay, you can't duplicate it. Nobody could.
Yeah.
Eminem can't
Nobody
duplicate
did.
it. Jay-Z can't. Nobody can't. You can't duplicate what Nas did. Nas is one of a kind, bro, and he's still doing it. You can't erase what he did. So I'm gonna go with Nas, but I fuck with Jim Jones. I like what he's doing. I like his beats that he's using. I like everything that he's doing right now, and I like what Nas is doing. But overall, I'm gonna go with Nas.
Everybody with a right mind gonna go with Nas, bro. Uh, like Nas
Fact.
is it's like, come on, Brody, like stop playing, man.
Iconic,
Nas is that deal. And it's like you can't,
iconic.
like you said, you can't duplicate what Nas did.
Can't, can't, can't.
Yo,
He paved the
hold
way.
up,
He
you
paved the
breaking
way.
up.
Huh?
You was breaking up a little bit. You good now?
Oh, I feel like he paved the way for lyricism, bro. I feel like it was Cool G rap. It was you name it. It was all of them. Rakim. It
Kane,
was a lot. It
yeah,
was a
right.
lot of people.
Kim, Kane, G
KR,
Rap,
KRS One,
KRS
Cool
One.
G, Cool G. It was Most Def. Most Def was even out, right? He came a little later, but Most Def, like 95
Yeah, I
around
like
that
most
time. So
guys.
he paid Nas paved the way for the lyricism. I feel like, and the delivery. I still listen to Nas to this day, bro. To be like, yo, I want to hear that verb. I want to hear that rhythm to make sure if I'm slacking on my
Yo,
flow. So yeah,
yo, Brody, Jomo had me so mad, bro. Hold on, let me
yeah,
see if I can find this shit, bro. Like he
yeah.
really
Pull it
had
up,
me
bro.
upset. Like, yo, bro, you really smoking right now, bro. Like, there's something wrong with you right now. Something ain't right with your brain right now. Like, bro, what's
Yeah,
hold up, here you go. All right, where's that? Yo, how they sit there and say, my fault.
you good.
I unlocked the fucking Nas badge.
Oh yeah,
And that
yeah,
was a
yeah.
couple of days ago. That's when I really started. I don't know if you can see the date, but it's
It
August
says
2nd.
August 3rd. Oh, the second.
Yeah,
Yeah, I see
second,
it. It
third,
says
whatever. I
yeah, I
started
see it.
running everything.
Yeah,
I started running it, bro. I started running everything Nas, everything.
yeah,
Like the
yeah.
other one is Bon Jovi. That was another time I was feeling
Yo,
another way.
bro. Yo, bro. Don't forget Nas won a
Yeah.
Grammy too. Nas
Oh,
won
I
a
know.
Grammy.
Nas the greatest rapper to ever do it, to be for
Yeah,
real, bro.
he's up there.
The greatest ever.
He's in my top five. He's in my number three. I can name you my
Shit,
top five. My top 10. He's number three for me. The
Michelle
number two.
Gage is good.
The first two people that's after Nas for me, bro. To be honest, you might agree with me. I'm not gonna lie. I put Tupac number two for me. Nas number three. I put
Wait, who was
for
number
number
one?
one. For number one, I ain't gonna lie. You may not agree with me. I put Eminem number one for me, just for me.
I ain't mad at
But
that. I ain't mad. I
but for
like
number
Eminem.
number two, I put Tupac for me. So if it was no Eminem, I would say Tupac because Tupac was always. I feel like Biggie is in my top 10. He's number six for me, but I feel like Tupac's is just the emotion he gives you. The emotion is gonna always beat that lyricism. It's just the emotion that he gives you. It's like a
No,
Kendrick
no, no.
Lamar film.
I know we getting off topic, but we not off
Oh,
topic because this is your
yeah.
segment for you to promote your album and your music. So we stand on music for a little while. Chris Tom, Michelle Grapes, appreciate y'all for coming through. I'm expecting another guest soon too. But like you said, like top in terms of top five, you got your top five favorites, and then you got top five best dudes. Like just
Yeah,
because, I like with Kobe Bryant, I don't like Kobe Bryant, but I acknowledge him as one of the greatest basketball players to play.
yeah,
So with certain dudes, like I'm not a big old, I like Rakim. I like what was it, Big Daddy Kane. But I'm not
that
the biggest of of
damn
Noah's of the music. I like G Rap too, but he and that the Kane and
G.
like yeah, I like y'all,
Yeah,
but I don't know y'all stuff because I was real young. But when it
yeah.
come to Nas, when it
Nas,
come to
Nas.
Nas, my number
He,
one, he's the greatest rapper of all time,
mhm,
bro.
yeah. Greatest. I can say that too. I can say that too. I change my top three, top five sometimes. So
Nah, you
Nas my
got
number one
to.
too.
'Cause- Yeah,
Nas is my
listen
number one
here,
too.
bro. Yo,
Nas my number
Nas,
one too.
like. Yeah, it's a lot of folks wouldn't be what they are without Nas. Like, I don't even think Common would exist. It probably wouldn't be no
I was
Most
thinking that.
Def.
Yo, bro, I was thinking
Yeah,
that.
Most
Common
Def
is in my
probably
head.
wouldn't exist. Talib
Yeah.
Kweli,
Total
because
quality. Yeah.
nobody want to hear the
Probably would.
conscious rap all the time. But then Nas would throw some shoot 'em up shit in there. The man was a gun. The man spit a story backwards. He was another.
Oh,
I forgot whatever. He was something else too. I forgot what he was like.
remember the shit he made with
And then
Quan?
his
The shit he made
features.
for Quan? When the night fall, when the days fall. He made the shit like it was like it wasn't Life. Remember Life Jennings? It wasn't Life. It was the other nigga he made, Quan. The nigga with Quan. Remember Quan? He was like Life Jennings, but he made a song with Quan. That shit was fire too. It was something for like the soldiers that fell, that dropped in the streets, that died and shit. Come on, Nas. Nobody can make a song like that but Nas or Kendrick Lamar or somebody. You feel me? Nas pushed
Right.
that pen, baby. He pushed the pen. He pushed the pen for lyricism. He pushed. I feel like it wouldn't be no Eminem if it wasn't Nas and Eva.
That's a. That's a.
Yeah.
Let me
It probably
see.
would be no. It probably would be no Jay Z Neva. I fuck with Jay Z. Jay Z in my top 10. You know, he in my
Uh,
top five.
uh, Jay Z is not in my top five. I don't take nothing from him, but
Yeah.
he's just not in my top five. Like he top 10 maybe, but he's not a guy
Yeah.
I like. So I would when I rate Jay Z, I rate him off of his bars, and
But
he does have bars. It's not like he don't have bars. He's just not my favorite. I mean, that's it. Doc and Frank, give me a second.
Doc,
Uh,
what up, Doc?
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to what the hell? Everything is in my way. Throw them away. Pac number one on both lists. Nas three. So who's two, Michelle? Nah, Nas is number one on my list.
Yeah, Nas number one. Nas number one. Nas number one.
Yeah,
He's
Nas.
my number
Nah,
three.
you we talking we got Michelle. Let me put her comment up. I'm trying to do a lot of stuff at one time. Hold on.
Yeah, I can't see the comments.
No, I got you. Let me see. Pac number one on both lists. Is it gonna show it? Where is it at? There you go. Pac number one on both lists. Nas number three.
Doc, Doc.
Brody, I'm gonna try to send that now. I don't know how I'm gonna do this here. Oh, I know. I think I know what to do. Uh, I'm gonna use your pause link, and I'm gonna share. Doc and Frank. Frank, if you're listening, go to your messenger. Let me see. I know you don't really use messenger. Oh, hold up. Is there somebody else here? Who's that? Okay, Frank the Tank. Hold on. What happened to him? Oh, there you go. So what happened to us?
All right. Yeah, what happened to us? What
Frank,
up?
what's
What up? Salute,
good?
bro. I remember you. I be seeing you on some of the episodes. Salute, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
fan. I'm a
Frank the
fan of you.
Tank, baby.
Yo, I'm up in here. I don't
Yeah,
even have my hair combed. I've been
I'm a
wearing a
fan.
hat all
I'm a
day.
fan of you. You be wearing a Mets hat and stuff, right? You be wearing a Mets hat?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, we
yeah,
got
yeah.
Doc here now. Hold on, what happened to him? Oh, there you go. So what happened to us? No,
Salute,
that's
salute.
what I'm saying. What happened to us? Where we go? Let me see. Maybe I gotta
Yeah, I can't see
Like I
us. I can't
said,
see me
ladies
or
and
you, Jay.
gentlemen, we about to talk football in a
I'm up
minute.
in here. I don't even have my hair combed. I've been wearing a hat all day. On
Hold
my
up.
end, the only thing I can see is me. Y'all disappeared
Yeah,
off the
that's what
screen.
we
Yeah,
see too. That's
yeah.
what we see
I
too.
see you
I'm
too.
trying to find the video
Oh, that's
though,
on
the way
YouTube right
to
now.
what happened? Let me go. Let me see. I don't hold up.
I got us on the screen. I only see bro.
Hold up. Okay. Now I just see what the
Okay.
hell? Yo,
I
that is
see us, but I don't see
crazy.
us on TV.
Yeah, I see
Cause look,
Teddy
let me show you
Bridgewater
this.
too. Let me take Teddy Bridgewater down. Okay, now I see two of us. And Frank is gone. I don't know why. Okay,
Right
there
there.
goes Frank. Okay, now where did Doc go? Doc, where you at, Brody? All right, there goes Doc has joined. And now is it the four? There we go. We going four strong. There we go. All right, y'all. All right, all
Here
right.
we go.
What happened? Okay, that
It's
was
back to
probably me.
3. There we go.
There we go. All right. We in the building. What's
So
good, dude?
I'm all late on this, but I got Jay on both
Here we
on
go.
every list.
Jay-Z?
Yep.
Oh no, I ain't mad at you. We know.
And
Most
no,
of
I'll tell you why. Even when he wasn't one, he's always been no less than number 2. And for everybody who says he's always taking somebody else's style, he addressed that straight to Nas. He took your shit because you was doing it wrong.
Shout out to Jay.
And he took everybody's stuff and did it better.
Mm.
I'm gonna
So
drop a piece of history right here. My man Big L. Oh shoot. What do
I
you
agree with
know?
that. I agree with
What
that.
do you know? Did we hear that 8-minute freestyle?
Jay.
Did we hear that 8-minute freestyle?
This
I got
Where
Big L, Big Pun, and I got Biggie all in the same category. They weren't
all right.
around long enough to leave that imprint as the greatest.
I got in my top 10
I
a little
know.
bit.
I know, but they did have a sparring match. I like
And
Big
I'm gonna tell
Pun
you,
and
and
I
I don't know if you ever
respect
saw it.
him.
My complaint with Big L was always everything was straight. I'm a bang your girl. I'm gonna
Big L
steal
was
your
legend.
chain, and I'm gonna sell the most pack. That's what I was hoping he'd get on the rock. Iron sharpens iron. I was hoping he'd get around all these other wordsmiths that'll make him break out of that. But
No,
there's but so many ways you're gonna tell me you banging my girl before I start tuning you out.
no, that makes sense. That definitely makes
What's good,
sense.
y'all?
What's going
And
on,
and
Doc?
and Pun ain't bigger, wasn't around long enough for anything like that. And Big, his albums hit, and he's got a lot of writing credits out there. But what I miss in all of this is how would a third album have hit? Remember back in the '90s, you were lucky if you had a 2-3 run album run where you was top all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
We never got that third album from Big, so that's why I got him in my top 10. He ain't in my top 3.
No, I feel you. Because my top three would be, maddening to people, but they the top because they're my favorites. I'm not saying except for number one, but I'm not saying that the dudes I like are the best. I'm just saying they are my favorites. And it starts with Nas, and then it goes to Harlem. It stays in Harlem with Mason Cam, and then it goes
Y'all
back to
niggas,
Queens with 50 Cent, and then it goes to Prodigy. There goes five.
y'all dudes is some
And
young
those are
buck.
just my
Yo,
favorites. They're the best,
yo,
except for number one, Nas.
we
I
got,
like
But the
that.
yo,
rest
we
of
gotta
them,
go
I
those,
across the
like
those are
that.
just
I
waters.
my
like that
guys.
though,
Yo,
Jackie.
we gotta go across.
I like that, Jackie,
We gotta go
because
across the
Mobb Deep is
waters,
my
man.
favorite rap
Yo,
group. Mobb Deep my favorite rap
y'all
group.
holding out on Slick Rick. What's going on with that, y'all? What's going
Slick
Oh,
on?
Rick
Slick
is
Rick is
dope,
real.
but
Slick
Slick
Rick
Rick,
is
I was
baller.
Come on,
little.
He's another one. To me, he don't have the discography to really
now,
put his foot on somebody's neck.
now that
Although
that
Yeah,
this
that,
new
that
he's
joint is hot, I
talented.
don't care what anyone say.
Nah, you gotta have
My
that is true,
albums. You gotta have
but I
my
kind of
top
consistency.
think
three, my top three are gonna be Jay, Redman, Prodigy, and the rest of them in whatever order you want to throw them in. I got Raekwon, I got Ghostface. You know,
Here's
I
Ooh,
got the OC in my top 20. Some
Raekwon.
people don't even know who the
who's the
OC is.
You said OC?
Yep.
Design is fine. This rap lord behind is pulsating. Don't play with me, Frank. Don't play with me, Frank.
Yo, not everybody know who he is. A lot of people know him from that one joint with Big L, and they don't know he's got his own little history going on.
His album is fire. Shout out to Brooklyn. He's from Brownsville, I think, right?
I don't know.
Well, wherever
I,
he's from,
I
shout
don't
out
know
to
what zip code necessarily, but yeah.
Yeah. OC was dope. OC was dope. Digging in the crates, bro. They was fire. But yo, anybody got any more music? We gotta pivot on to the subject at hand. I'm glad y'all could come through though. Real talk. I'm hoping BT might be able to come through. Maybe, unless he having problems. Let me look at the messages.
Yo, Desi Dez, what's good? How you been? Yo, Frank, what's going on with you, bro?
Yo, what up, man?
On that
Yo, Desi Dez,
how you been? I'm with Shell Grace on that.
I'm still here.
What's that?
Still here.
Somebody probably.
I'm good, bro.
Playing YouTube.
He's top
That's
one.
what's up, Dez.
He's top one.
Oh, you gotta turn y'all anything in the crib, you gotta turn it down. But nah, Jay-Z, all right. Michelle Grapes is from the South, so her order is gonna be definitely different from ours. But I still agree with her that he top 10, he not mine when you go with favorite. But you gotta put respect on his name. If you sit there and list lyricists and artists who can straight up give you fire, you gotta throw him in there. And here's a dude, before we leave the subject, a dude that don't get the respect I think he deserves. My man Cool J, yo. Cool J deserves respect on
He
his
on my
name.
top 10.
Who?
I love Cool J.
Yo, did we just lose somebody?
And my favorite group is Kanye.
We just lost somebody.
Yeah, Dez. We just lost Dez.
Yeah, he'll probably come back. Because I use his pause link to get Doc. Because that's the only problem I'm having with this service so far. Sometimes the links are shitty.
Yeah, well, what I noticed, the link had the show as well. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why it didn't go through on my end. Pause. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, hold on. Here's the man.
Yo, and I ain't gonna lie. Before we get off the subject, I got Luda in my top 10.
For the South, yeah, I like Luda. Both of the babies, Lil Baby, The Baby, because they both could actually rap.
I only like the baby when he freestyles. I only like the baby when he freestyles. I don't like his actual recorded music.
Yeah, they all right. You know what? If you was down here and you get to hear more, yeah, you're probably right though. You're probably right. You are probably right. I'm probably hearing mixtape stuff too. But I know when they rap together, they were good. But what's my man Pimp C? Rest in peace. When I started hearing Pimp C, I'm like, yo, wow, we don't get this stuff. Only a few dudes with no Pimp C in New York from back in the era. And it's like, yo. But yeah, let's get to it. It's football season, y'all. For y'all tuning in, like, sub, and share. It's definitely football season. Oh, Desi Des had technical difficulty, but he's still with us. So appreciate you, Des, for coming through. T, good evening. Michelle Grapes, definitely I agree with that top 10 thing. And Grace says, what's up to the panel? How you doing, Grace?
What up, Grace? What up, T?
Can I make
what
this?
Up, Michelle?
All right, as you can see, what y'all think about? Y'all saw any preseason games?
Yeah, I seen that.
I know y'all saw Shador.
You definitely saw Shador.
I still say he's no better than a third string quarterback.
But stop playing with that man.
I think he's
the first preseason game is nothing but glorified practice. Nobody ran real routes. He didn't see a real defense yet.
I kind of agree with that statement. Go ahead, Doc. What do you think?
I mean, come on now. I mean, he was with the third and fourth strings. He was with people from the crowd. You throwing balls to people in the crowd and all of that, bro. Come on, put some respect on that man's name. Even though I do
I
agree with
actually
what you said, it
I
is the
saw
first
some of his
preseason
college
game.
games. I saw some of his college games. Unless you're saying that NFL talent is two steps below, and if there's no, you can't be a 500 college quarterback at a good college and think that translates into the pros
But
when your
he
coach
wasn't
was
at a good
running plays
college, man.
specifically. When his coach was running plays specifically for him,
He wasn't at a good college. What good college he was at?
The-
him and his
I mean,
him and his daddy
he
made
made them
that
better
program.
Yeah, okay, they made that program. That program is still building now. It only been 2 years
And
into that program.
with all the
because they have no
with all
line.
the plays they ran specifically for him, and he's got at least 40% of his were 5 yard dumps or less. Like, come on, come on.
I'm not knocking his play over there. I mean, you got to mess with the talent that you have. You know what I mean? So I do understand that his talent wasn't show, but his poise, his leadership, he got different qualities that he's going to bring
You
to the
say good
game. That's going to
leadership.
be, yeah,
You say good
They
leadership.
followed him.
His own
yeah.
teammates, some of his
They
own
followed
teammates didn't
him.
like him. Nobody showed up to his birthday party. And you
Listen,
you
They was
you
haters,
can't invite
but
me to a Sanders party where I know it's gonna be top shelf liquor and whatever other drugs are there, and think I ain't showing up.
but wait, but no,
then you
agree
also
with
got to
that.
listen to guard too. You understand? You also got to listen to Deion Sanders bringing guard around and things of that nature. You may not want to be around that at the party or at that time. You know what I mean? There's different ways to look at that aspect, but you can't say that that man don't have the skills. And even his brother Shiloh was showing that whole family has the poise and the leadership and
I think his brother's a better NFL prospect than him.
For now. Now, let me drop my 2 cents. I think Shador he played with the second string of his team against the first string of a bad
it
team
wasn't a second.
with Carolina. All right, let's get that out the way. But I mean, 14 for 23. He threw what, 2 touchdowns, I think?
Yeah,
Yeah, touchdowns. But Frank has a point. It was Dink and Dunks and the receivers did what they did. But as far as managing the game, if he had to manage a game for the NFL, Flacco gets hurt, Huntley gets hurt. We already know Watson's gone, and you have to throw Shador in there. I don't think it'll be that. I think I could see Tyrod Taylor flashes his first year, and then after he learns, I think he could take off. Because I don't think that. I think he had a bad line in college, and I think he still did his thing. I'm more of a supporter than a doubter. But I was once a doubter. And as I watched him play every Saturday, it was like, yeah, he's getting walloped, but he getting mollywopped everything. But the dude stays in the pocket, and he's a pocket passer. That's what I liked about him the
I,
most. He's a pocket passer who can
I
run.
also
But
think the
the
dude
problem with
also
him is he
learned.
holds the ball too long, and that's not something you can
Mhm.
unteach.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
well,
that was Daniel Jones'
no,
problem.
what I
And
think
wait
you
till they
could say
start
is
running
that
some real packages on at him from the defensive line, and he's got that ball 1 second too long.
I think
I understand that. You had something to say, Doc?
I think that could be true. I think that's a timing issue right there, and it comes down to maybe take the red shirt maybe take the red shirt off him at practice and let him get a little tap a little bit more. That way he know that he's going to get hit when he throws that hold it for a second too long. You know what I mean? But maybe
You want to take you want to take the red shirt off when you got Miles Garrett
I
chasing you?
know.
I don't know about taking the
I'm
shirt
saying
off.
tell the dude don't hit the dude like that, but make sure that you're gonna tap him real hard, let him know that your son get rid of the ball. You know what I mean?
Like rough
Yeah.
touch.
So
Pause.
that's what I'm
Ex-
saying. I mean, he's your teammate. Yeah. I mean, you don't want him to see hurt at that, but I think he's also a dude that learns from his mistakes. You know what I mean? So I think that he was a little bit immature in college. I also think that he threw his team under the bus. That's why his team didn't like him like that. But I do think that he learns
But they sucked.
that everything ain't given to him. You know what I mean? I think the draft humbled him a lot. And I also think he was a humble person. But if you also are a privileged person, it's hard to weigh that out from being privileged and being yourself and being humble. You know what I mean? Because certain times you have to take certain characteristics at certain given times in life. You know what I mean?
Excuse me.
All right, here's a question for both of y'all before we leave Shador Sanders. Does what's his name? No prenup. What's his name? Sucker for
Travis
Love. His
Hunter.
team.
Travis Hunter.
Does Travis Hunter make it to the NFL without Shador Sanders?
Yes.
Will them four
Yeah.
interceptions and that
Yeah.
defensive play, would that have been enough to make it to the NFL without Shador Sanders?
Him? Yes.
Take it away
Yeah.
from
I
me.
think he does.
I think so too.
Remember that the NFL's got a bunch of little lightweight runners going on back there in the last couple years. He gets in regardless. Now the question is, with all the little dinks and dunks that Hunter turned into 99-yard touchdowns, does Shador get in without him?
That's
Now,
a good
I agree
question
with
too.
that too. I agree with that statement too. I agree with that statement too. But then you have to question. Then you have to question: do he stay with his father and let his father coach him, and do he go somewhere else and get matured and get and learn different skills from other coaches that has programs that works with quarterbacks or good with quarterbacks? You know what I mean?
You can just say SEC, bro. You can just say SEC.
Yeah, you stupid. So I'm saying like it one intertwined with another, but if you unwind it together, he's still his own individual, and I think that he will be a good individual regardless. You know what I mean? Maybe not as great.
And I think for football, I think he's a good dude. Like I think he might not be as humble as he should be, but I think he's a good
I got a
man. Like
question.
Deion
I
Sanders
got a
raised some
question for you,
decent
Frank.
boys.
What
I got a
happened?
question. What you thought about Tim Tebow?
I thought Tebow sucked coming out of college. He had no business getting a starting quarterback job in the NFL.
Do
And when
you
we
think
brought him
that
over to New York, I was ready to hang myself.
do you think that he brings a positive attitude or energy that could generate into wins?
I think at the college level, yes. At the pros, look, nothing personal. But I can tell you right now, you got a $15 million a year pro, he's gonna say, yo, get that guy shit away from me. Let's be real. Like
Mm-hmm.
that works when we're all supposed to be even and equal, and the coach is telling y'all we're gonna listen to Mr. Sheen here going out from here going out. What are the rest of us supposed to do? I'm trying to start. I'm trying to make something myself.
Mm-hmm.
But in the pro
I'm trying to make
level,
a name for
I'm
myself.
already a
You're right.
starter. I'm already making 15 million a year. Ain't nobody gonna tell me I have to listen to you. You have to
Mm-hmm.
show me I gotta listen to you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You got to prove
Can
it
I
to
say
me.
something? Tim Tebow, if you think about it now, think now. Let's. I wish I had the sound effects to close your eyes and think of this. I forgot what year it is, so don't hold me. But I'll give you the pause, the package pause, and the two guys. What's his name? The weed smoker, Ricky Williams, Ronnie Brown, and Tim Tebow running that Wildcat. Think about that. Tim Tebow just came out of school too late. Thinking if he would have got drafted to that Miami team, instead of Chad Pennington being there, they'd have had Tim Tebow running a Wildcat with Ronnie Brown and Ricky Williams. You know what I mean? Rushing, what kind of, and then I think that would have opened up a little bit if he can get accurate. If he could have gotten accurate, if he could complete 57% of his passes and rush for 800, 900 yards, I think that he would have been perfect for the Wildcat formation with Ronnie Brown and that Dolphins team that was stacked on defense already. They just didn't have they had Ronnie Brown and Chad Pennington.
Uh,
That was
I don't
it.
know about that.
It wasn't Team Pennington. I forgot who the Big Beard. It was either Big Beard. It was two quarterbacks that weren't, that Jay Fiedler and Big Beard when he was young.
Come on,
I don't know about
Gerald.
that.
I think it would have been a fun offense to watch in Miami with Tim Tebow throwing it because they ain't really have receivers. They probably had one. I can't remember the receiver that they had. I just
But the
can't.
thing is, you don't have to have like grade A receivers. You got to have a receiver with enough speed and a quarterback with enough of an arm that you got to keep your safety honest. You bring in Tim Tebow with a bunch of wide receivers who don't get open like that. They're gonna stack that line. Your running back
Yeah,
gonna get 10 yards a game.
in the
Your
box
your
all
tight
day.
end is now got to be a blocking tight end. He'll never have another catch. I don't see how that would work.
I think it'll work. I mean, you everybody had, this is never gonna happen, but I just for some
Well,
reason I just
you know what I'm
think.
stuck on? His that wobbly sidearm throw of his. So it doesn't matter what system you put him in. I keep referring to his mechanics and how he threw the ball. I don't see him working in any system.
Mm,
I'm, to
mm.
me, I can't picture him doing anything other than that half sidearm throw of his that made his throws completely off the mark. Some with ducks, some with spirals, went past the receiver. Like it's almost like he can never even time his own arm in terms of strength. So that's what I see. So
And to
it
keep it
doesn't matter the
100.
program, doesn't matter the scheme. That's all I see. I don't see it working.
No, I get you because in Denver of all places, Denver he should have been able to flourish. Because if I'm throwing to Eric Decker 6'3", I'm throwing to the Marius Thomas 6'4". I'm throwing to what's the guy who was Hawaiian, kind of Hawaiian looking? Was he on the? No, he wasn't. The he had a bunch of tall receivers. He had a bunch of big targets, and it's like, bro, how could you not? How could I never understood how he was so good in college, and it looked like he was a quarterback to being an option quarterback in the NFL.
Because some of these
That's just crazy.
the top programs in college only play two or three top programs a year. The mid-level colleges, they might play a couple, but they feast on the lower level college players. The NFL,
True.
even the worst team in the NFL is would have been cream of the crop players in college. Well,
Yeah, no, you're right. Because if you got that Florida team going against
you got
Maryland, of course they're gonna. Of course he's gonna
you
look
got
good.
20,000 college players, 398 professionals. That's a hell of a funnel for you to now realize the game is different.
Right. Yeah, I get you. I definitely get you. That's why if you're in the SEC, like you were the cream of the crop. The Big Ten, Ohio State, cream of the crop. But let me see. Oh, what did you see anything from your guy, Frank, on the Jets? What's my guy, Justin Fields?
I think. See the difference. I'm comparing him to Sanders again. Bare bones packages getting thrown at him, but he already knows what an NFL package is, especially when they tailor it to stop him. So short of him getting hurt, I don't know if I mentioned it before we spoke. I see the playoffs for the Jets. We got the receivers. If we can get a hold of the young defensive players and remind them New York is New York, but your paycheck comes from New Jersey, you know, I think the Jets stand a real good chance. Nine, if not 10 wins, and in the East, in our division, that might be enough.
Yeah, I mean,
That's marketable.
yeah, you're not getting past Buffalo in terms of first, but see, I've always liked Justin
And that
Fields. That's Ohio
that
State.
depends. That depends. Mr. Allen over there in Buffalo, believe it or not, you could rattle him. And there's enough studs on our defensive end to get at him. And
Oh,
he's
yeah,
already
defense.
proven. That's why him and Diggs would argue all the time on the sideline. He's already proven he will overthrow you when he's trying to, get
He
rid of the
do too.
ball.
He do too much sometimes when he's trying to
Yes,
do too
he's so busy
much.
trying to extend the play rather than just take his own 5 yards or throw the ball out that he will overthrow you, especially if the defense is coming at him and he's trying to prove he's better than the defense. So I think 1 out of 2 against them, definite. The pressure of the playoffs, they've been there. We haven't. But we also got some young players who act like they're not scared to play.
Yeah, the Jets. That coach over there, when of after Rex Ryan, like it's kind of like they tried to keep up, but they didn't have. I guess the coaching was sucky, but I definitely think y'all have a chance of doing something nice. I ain't gonna say great, but doing something nice. Get yourselves from out of that Aaron Rodgers little debacle you had there,
Little.
Justin Fields is still young. He's still coachable, and I think y'all could do some things. Y'all could do
That
some
was the
things over
best
there.
part of get. That was the best part of getting rid of Rodgers. The other little 8 should be retired players we bought in because of him. I think that's where Salah lost the team. You catered to one player, bought in a bunch of decrepit old players that he wanted to play with, and you ignored your young players. So I think they're back to focusing on their young players. They're back to focusing on team over a quarterback who should have never been here at all.
Do you do
Now,
you
listen,
think
I think
do you think
what's up?
do you think that
Go ahead,
that
go
was
ahead,
a
brother.
coach decision, or do you think that was a GM decision as far as when they got Rogers, that let's
Oh
cater
no,
to Rogers?
that wasn't the coach or the GM. That was I fully put that on the owner. I fully put that on the owner mentioning it to the GM. I fully put that on the GM saying why not. I don't think our
But I
coaching
heard it
staff had.
wasn't Woody. I heard it wasn't Woody that did that. I heard it was his brother. Wasn't his brother that did that
Uh,
move?
it doesn't matter which one of them. They the ones signing off on that check.
Yeah, but Woody was ambassador over there in England or something, doing something that he should have been
Yeah,
paying attention
but
out here.
no, but they still got to run stuff through him. And remember, Woody for all his money is still a headline type of coach. You can't tell him a former MVP, former Super Bowl winner is available. He ain't gonna ask how old the dude is. He's gonna say how much it's gonna take.
Yeah, but I
And
think
we
I
threw
read
the house
somewhere
at this dude.
I think I read somewhere that Woody didn't do that, and then that's what made Woody come back because he wasn't liking the way that Aaron Rodgers, the Bosco, was going on. And I guess even with the coach being fired, type of shit, like he was thinking like this shit's about to be a circus again. So he came back and took over from his brother or shared, you know, whatever. He just came back to the Jets type shit. I
See,
mean,
well, this is the point I'll make on that, and then get off of him because I don't know if I like him as an owner. He wasn't saying it wasn't his move when the hoopla and they damn near had the parade down Madison Avenue for them for signing Rodgers. Back then, what he's doing, what he got to do to make the Jets winners. It wasn't until he realized he dished out $68 million for 3 games,
yeah,
that he was like, okay, this had nothing to do with me. Okay, buddy, I don't believe it. But like I said,
What do you
I'm
think?
glad he moved on. I'm glad they cut all the little players they bought in because of him. So it is what it is at this point. I'm gonna act like these 2 years didn't happen.
One, two. Oh shit! Wow, I didn't even see that there. Yeah, I'm still learning this, man. BT, what's good, bro? Damn, I had him there. I don't even know how long you been there, bro. I don't even. I'm still learning this. BT, my apologies, but that's BT, the man in the South.
whatever. Be
I think he. Hold up, let me see.
Y'all can hear me now?
BT,
My apologies. How y'all boys doing?
what's
mm-hmm.
going
All
on,
right,
BT?
yeah,
What's
we can
good,
hear.
bro?
Well, first of
Salute,
all,
salute.
respect to OG platform. There ain't nobody who I'd rather platform be on right now than yours, bro. Cause you know what
Appreciate you,
I'm
Brody.
saying, man. Cause ain't nobody who can show me this much love on social media besides You know what I'm saying? But
I appreciate you, Rose. It's all love, always.
first of all, shout out to my boys in the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brothers in the East Coast. But first off, preseason is a time you're gonna see your depth. It's not the time you're gonna see a lot of starters. It's a time where you get to see just how good your roster is. How good is your guys behind the starting 11? How good is your play calling whenever you don't have your superstars in, your best players in? How much camaraderie does your team have as far as guys outside of the primary 11, right? That's what preseason is for. So, on the higher end, as far as the best teams I've seen week one and the most talented team I saw week one. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go with the Philadelphia Eagles. They lost in Cincinnati, but I hate Philly like y'all hate Philly. But I'm gonna be the first person to tell y'all They have built quite the football team over there. That is the most talented football team in the National Football League, which is the reason why they won a Super Bowl in convincing fashion over the face of the NFL, Pat Mahomes. Philadelphia is talented at every position. I don't know if they're going to be as horrifying on defense as they were last year. Their defense last year was something out of a horror movie. They led the league in most defensive categories, which is almost unheard of. Their offensive line was one of the greatest O lines of all time last year. I don't think they'll be that good this year, but they'll still be the best O line in the league this year. Jalen Hurts may not be your superstar, my superstar, or the superstar people think he is. He does not have to be with a team that talented. Saquon Barkley's the best running back in the NFL.
Yep.
AJ Brown's a top 5 receiver. Devontae Smith's a top 12, top 15 receiver, and that tight end is one of the best tight ends in the game. Philadelphia is the best roster in the NFL. The worst roster in the NFL. Without question, I don't care who got nothing to say about it. The Carolina Panthers will select first overall in this draft this year. They are small, they are weak, they are untalented. Their best football player is a 21-year-old rookie who is awesome, Tatoria McMillan. Big dude, fast, strong. There is no reason why Tatoria McMillan should be this much better than a bunch of NFL veterans. Outside of the
Mm.
fact that that's the worst football team in the National Football League. Um, they will be picking first overall, regardless of how good Bryce Young does this year. They have no talent.
Yeah,
As
they
for
won't.
go ahead, go ahead. But I'll just give it back with this. My favorite until somebody can knock them off, mainly because, like I said before, this is the most dominating roster in the NFL because nobody in football runs the ball, stops the run, and controls games like the Philadelphia Eagles do. They can beat you in a lot of different ways, but they prefer to beat you the old-fashioned way, and that's punch you in your effing mouth. I'll pass it back to
Facts.
y'all.
If you notice, I had a wardrobe change since now we got four divisions. I went from taking over the Giants to leaving that to Doc. We're gonna ask him how he feels about Jackson Dart because I have now went to C.J. Stroud, Ohio State. I don't have Texans gear, but Ohio State in the building. So, Doc, how do you feel about the performance of Jackson Dart?
Oh, it's pretty interesting. It was good. It was beyond my expectation. To be honest with you, play calling was pretty good coming off the the quarterbacks that we do have, and the depth chart that we do have at quarterback. So yeah, it was good. It was good. Nothing to rave about. You know what I mean? But the numbers was good. It was okay, and
Three
I
scoring
think he's going.
drives.
Yeah, yeah. But I think that goes down to our quarterback room just being better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is true. Because this year I like the way Frank was saying. I do kind of see, but I think we're in the toughest division in the NFL. So we need a lot of things around us because Philly is they're gonna be the reigning champs as long as they have Barkley and Hurts and the team that they have. Like they let go of people Hassan, whoever they let go to the Jets. They
Yeah.
didn't miss a beat. They didn't miss a beat, and he still was all right, whatever. But yeah, them and yeah, the Dallas. You can't sleep on Dallas. Because no matter how much they suck in the playoffs, they can still rip off 12 wins.
Yeah.
Then you got Washington. This ain't the old Washington anymore. So, the NFC East is the toughest division in the NFL to me. And I think I think the Giants do play well. I think we finished 500. Well, excuse me, I think for this segment at least, I think they finished 500 and at least with 9 wins. I say 9-8,
Did
and it's
did
something to look forward to.
did you improve the offensive line over there?
I think the most important thing to improve was quarterback. Yeah, I'll tell you this: when the Giants had Tyrod Taylor, a real quarterback back there with the even more horrible offensive line, he looked like a quarterback because he simply was a quarterback. So now we
Carried
done
the
got
ball, made better decisions.
yeah, he made yeah, basically. So he basically let the line off the hook when he was out there. So now you got Dart, you got Russell Wilson, you got James Winston. Those guys know how to quarterback. So if your line is bad, they know how to speed up their game if they have to. And for me, if you're gonna break in like a Shador Sanders, I wanted to say this back when we were talking about him. Bring out the West Coast offense. That's how you acclimate guys to the speed of the game before you can change the playbook. But
I,
yeah.
but
Now I don't know if this is
like BT said, you know what I mean? That it comes down to what the evaluation of the team, you know what I mean? Because Jason Dart is not going to be second string.
Jackson.
Shador, uh, Jackson Dart is going to be second string. So he's going to be third string, and right now we're just going to see what we have on our team, who we have on our team, and where we can improve at, and where things could go from the future for the future. Excuse me.
All right. Well, yeah. Well, good luck to the Giants. I see 9 wins. Hopefully, 8 9 wins. Either way, that's a plus going forward, and it might keep Dayball his job. But I'm rolling with the Texans today, like I did last year. Um, we actually lost 10-20, but like it's not like C.J. Stroud needs to play. But C.J. Stroud, he didn't even play, but he showed that he has his team. He has his team under control. He has receivers. He has a good running back. I would hope they can go deep into the playoffs, and it'll be a triangle between them, Baltimore, and the Chiefs. That might be the And then I guess if you want to make it a square, you got Buffalo. That's how I see it. I see 12, 13 wins if everybody stays healthy. And I see them going. I see them shocking somebody. Be it the Chiefs, be it Buffalo, be it the Ravens. Somebody gonna get shocked. C.J. Stroud, Ohio State.
Wide receiver corps got to stay healthy, man.
I said
I
that.
mean,
I
if
did say
there's
that.
somebody that can be if there's somebody that can be got in that group, I still stick with it's Buffalo who can get got.
I like Buffalo. I like Josh Allen because I mean maybe I need to watch him more. And now that I'm glad I have the ability to do that, oh, I'm gonna be watching football. And if y'all can, I would like to have y'all back next Sunday. I guess like while we can talk the 8 o'clock game that's playing. We can watch the game that's playing while we talk about the events that happened prior. You know how we do. I mean, but that's for the regular season. This preseason shit, if y'all can, beautiful. If not, because I don't care about the preseason. I just don't until week 3 and 4. Well, week 3.
So I'll say this about
Okay.
Jackson Dart. Oh, my bad. Go ahead. Let Mr. Frank go.
Oh, that wasn't me.
Oh no
Go
no.
ahead.
Well,
Yeah.
I was gonna talk about Jackson Dart because that was my division rival. I'm an LSU fan. That was my conference rival for 2 years. Um, I have an understanding of Jackson Dart about as well as anybody, mainly because I was a victim of Jackson Dart for 2 years at LSU. Right. Um, Jackson Dart's a big dude, 6'4", 230, well built. Um, I was one of the ones saying, and I think me and Mr. Frank might have talked about this in the last stream I met him. Uh, I thought Jackson Dart was the best quarterback in this draft, just due to the fact that he played in the SEC, and this is a guy that threw 30 touchdowns and 5 picks back-to-back years in America's most vicious conference. Shador Sanders is a good quarterback, sure. He didn't play the kind of monstrosities Jackson Dart had to play against week after week. Now maybe Shador's numbers would have been good as well. I'm in the camp of not really.
Thank
Uh,
you.
But wait. Let
Thank
me
you.
say this. Go ahead. Go ahead.
well,
Somebody got the
also
same number?
I saw Shador played it at Jackson State. I went to Southern University, Jackson State. So I watched both quarterbacks live in person. And I can tell you, Jackson Dart is a pro quarterback, and he's been one for a while. Shador Sanders is a good quarterback. I'm just in the camp of, and this isn't about. I'm not even gonna talk about Shador Sanders. What I'm just saying is, from a physical point of view,
Form. Yeah.
Jackson Dart is
Hmm.
has been a pro quarterback since he was a junior, a sophomore really. He probably the first overall pick in other drafts. I'm not gonna lie to you, but here's the thing: he's gonna beat out Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston simply because he's got him at a good time. Russell Wilson's coming off of Russell Wilson is coming off of years of kind of downtroddenness, and Jameis Winston no longer has the kind of zip on the ball he's had in years past. And on top of that, what's one thing Jackson Dart can do that neither Russell or Jameis can do without getting hurt nowadays?
Who's my run?
Run,
Extend
run,
the play. He can extend the
run.
play.
Jackson Dart runs a 4.5 40. So
I don't
Jackson Dart,
know.
But that's how you extend the play. Because if the defense pretends he's not going to run out on him, he's going to run out on him. So they got everybody in that defense got to stay at home. Either hope he don't run or hope he don't get that 30-yard pass off.
I don't think
And
he
that's why I
wins.
asked, and that's why I asked if your offensive line got any better because I think Russell's body is punch drunk at this point. I don't think he's got enough of a flinch in him to take off and not get hit anymore.
and look, if you like Russell Wilson for his, so check this out, Jack. If you like stats, right? Here are Jackson Dart's numbers in the SEC. Last year, 28 touchdowns, 5 picks. This year, second best in the conference in touchdown passes, 32 touchdowns, 5 picks. Like, you look at that stat line, and I want to ask you a question. What quarterback in the draft is more battle tested than Jackson Dart?
More battle tested?
More battle tested than Jackson
You
Dart
said the rookies, or you talking about on the Giants?
among rookie quarterbacks. What
Ah,
rookie quarterback
okay. Jackson Dart
from
is SEC.
not just SEC? I mean, Ole Miss was a game away from making the conference championship. So Ole
Yeah,
Miss,
Ole Miss is he put Ole Miss back, to popularity.
you know,
I mean, I still don't see him beating out Russell Wilson because Russell Wilson really hasn't been playing with Denver. He had a good O line. He just Sean Payton just hated him because he's I think he probably comes off as a biatch. But then he played last year with another decent O line. Like I don't think he got hit that much. I think he
But that's why
has.
I'm saying.
I think
That's
this
why I
year
think
is
he's
his
punch
last year.
drunk already. I think that's why I think he's punch drunk. He hasn't had a bad offensive lines, but he hasn't gotten that ball out of his hand as quickly as he did when he was younger.
No.
His reads aren't the same anymore.
Nope.
That's what I'm asking. Is your O line gonna buy him the time, or is this just a matter of keeping him there while your backup quarterback learns that playbook? I think that's what it is.
I think I want the. I think. Matter of fact, I'm not supposed to be answering this, but I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna rearrange the way I say it. If I were the Giants, I would let Jackson Dart at least learn for 6 weeks. I would at least let him learn for 6 weeks of, and let him. I would let him ball in the preseason, the whole quarter, a
I
quarter and
think
a half, a quarter. But
I
he's
think
gonna
you got a
learn.
better. I think the Giants got a better quarterback than Cam Ward. I don't understand how the positioning happened for that draft, but I think y'all got the better quarterback, assuming y'all let him learn.
I
And that's
yeah, because I'm not big on Cam Ward, and at first I wasn't big on Shador Sanders, but I
I'm
think
not big on either one.
yeah, I wasn't big on neither one, but I started when I started really watching Colorado games because they made sure that you can watch them no matter where you were.
Yeah,
But yeah, they made sure you can watch them. So I started watching, and I did like some of the things. Let me say it. I'm gonna keep it 100. I liked a lot of the things I saw from Shador for a dude who got sacked 94 times in 2 years. I'm saying, man, who gets sacked 94 times and still makes the draft? Nobody. Who even makes the playoff? After getting sacked 94 times in 2 years. My goodness, we have to put some of that blame on the line. The line just wasn't. The line just wasn't
Colorado was
ain't.
not a talented football team, and honest to God, to Shador Sanders' credit, that was Deion Sanders' first time coaching at a level where he actually has to put together a team, and he didn't do a great job. He didn't do a great
Nah, a
job.
lot of that shit was Dion because
Yeah,
Colorado, what was they, a 2-win team, 1-win team before they came? That
absolutely.
is
That that
Dion.
that
He's
was
turning.
Dion and his coaching staff.
Yeah, that they turned the what they said about Kobe Bryant's body. They turned the damn what a Lexus into a Bugatti. That's
Right.
basically what they just couldn't work on that offensive line.
No. But as far as Shador, just a quick snippet on him. Um,
Man,
he right now, from a ceiling projectable standpoint, I do believe he can win the Cleveland Browns starting position. However, um, right
yeah,
now
me
his
too.
ceiling isn't just to me, just based on his playing style and how he fits in an NFL offense as far as his arm strength and just how I watch, like just watching him play. I don't see a particularly high ceiling quarterback. I see a guy who is gonna be a quarterback who teams are gonna be able to really tee off on because yeah, he's a good decision maker. Yeah, he has nice touch. Who else has those things? And you saw him play like absolute crap today because he's at the end of his career. Um, Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton had that too, But as far as Shador Sanders, in my honest opinion, from a projectable standpoint, I think he can be a solid NFL quarterback. I just think Jackson Dart, from a physical tools perspective, that could be a Pro Bowler. That could definitely be a Pro. Bo Nix can be a Pro Bowler. They're just different athletes on a different. They're just different athletes.
Now I agree with they both being Pro Bowlers, but not this year. Definitely not this year. I agree with them both being starters, but more Shador being a starter over because he has to face Joey Flacco, Huntley, and what's the name is injured. So it's just, I think he can end up starting sooner than he should end up starting sooner than Jackson Dart, just for the simple fact you have two guys who are experienced. He needs to sit back the same way they brought in Kurt Warner when Eli Manning's. I was about to say black ass. I swear I was about to say Eli Manning's black ass. But
Well,
when Eli
he is
Manning
from up.
came
He
in,
is from Uptown.
he watched Kurt Warner. Now, I
Mhm.
wish they would have kept. I wish the Giants would have kept Kerry Collins instead of getting Kurt Warner and let Kerry Collins play his last year and let Eli watch instead of coming and throwing a million picks and getting sacked a million times. But it worked out the way it worked out. So hopefully for the Giants and their fans, this is the same kind of situation. You got Russell Wilson to come in. And if anything happened, you got Jameis Winston, and by week 6, week 7, week 8, possibly, you got Jackson Dart ready to take over the reins and throw that deep ball to what's my guy from Tennessee, light skin, Jalen. Is that his name? The fast guy, number 13. He took Odell's number. I don't know why I can't think of his name.
Jalen Hyatt.
Hyatt. There you go, Jalen Hyatt. Because I want to
You,
see that man succeed. I want to see the Giants receiving Malik Neighbors, Jalen Hyatt, Wandale Robbins. And I think for some reason, with Russell Wilson back there, he knows how to utilize speed. And they didn't have a lot of they had Pickens, George Pickens, and the tight end to throw to. Here, you got three guys who run 4.4 and better 40s. And then you got a tight end who's still trying to prove himself. I don't know why he's still not the starter. What's that, Bellinger? And then you got Theo Johnson. Like he has people to throw to. If I were the Giants, I would let Russell Wilson play himself out of the rotation, if that makes sense.
Daniel Bellinger is a freak athlete, big,
Mm-hmm.
strong, projectable guy. Right? He's a guy
Mm-hmm.
and also trivia. Me and him share a birthday, September 22nd, which is kind of crazy, but me and him share a birthday. But Daniel Bellinger is a guy who I wanted the Saints to draft. He's a gentleman who, in my opinion, is playing a little less than what he's capable of. But I believe, in my opinion, I talked to my partner about this. I think Daniel Bellinger at his peak can be a Pro Bowl tight end. I think the
Yeah.
problem with Daniel Bellinger is the fact that, for one, injuries, and then number two, he's a guy who I think he needs to grow more as a inline blocker. I think as a receiver, he's a superior receiving tight end, but as a blocker, he needs to get better. That's my opinion.
No, you what you're saying is true, but I don't think it's Daniel Bellinger's fault. I think when the Giants signed dude from Oak Waller,
Mm-hmm.
when they signed Waller, they disrespected Bellinger because he was the next up. And I think, and as you can see, I mean, Waller did okay when he was playing, but it's like you could have kept developing him. You'd have your Pro Bowl tight end right now. And it would be no Theo Johnson. You could have put him, he could have been someone else, like another corner, another anything else except for tight end, because I'm sick of how many tight ends we have because we got one that's already he's ready. Yeah, he don't block well, but by now he would have gotten better because by now he would have done talk to people. He'd have relationships with Mark Bavaro because he'd be on the rise. You get what I'm saying? So when you showing that you bleeding that Giants blue, the players former will talk to you. They will talk to you. And they would tell, hey, listen, this is how you and here's the advice. So the best advice I've never been a lineman, not even defensive. That's L. But I mean Doc. But the best advice you give a damn tight end, get lower than the damn rusher. I mean, straight up. Get low. Chip well.
Yeah.
Scream chocolate.
But look at the
And if it's
Giants
that
schedule.
bad, all you gotta do is throw the running back over to that side to help the tight end. Like, come on, man. Don't see. I'm trying not to show I know football in the terms of where I can coach it, because then people gonna expect me to. Somebody in Atlanta gonna sit there like, yo, blah blah blah. No, I still want to play. Shut up and get out of my face. So I ain't gonna sit here and do X's and O's, but there are ways to do this, son. There are definitely ways, but I'm not going to keep talking about the Giants because I'm representing Houston. But I'm going to move on right now. This list right here, top 9 quarterbacks, agree, disagree. Joe Burrow, Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen, Matthew Stafford, Lamar Jackson, Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts, Brock Purdy, Justin Herbert. Yes or no? Frank. Frank still here?
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. I was talking to my daughter real quick.
Oh, my bad, Rose.
No, 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 no. Go ahead.
The top 9 quarterbacks. You agree with this? We start with you. Burrow,
Yeah,
Mahomes.
yeah,
I mean, would
yeah.
you
I don't.
would you bring somebody up or drop somebody down? Pause.
Nah, I think for the way things have ended the last 2 years, I think that order is correct.
See, for me, I'd put Lamar Jackson over Matthew Stafford, but and I'd probably put Jalen Hurts over Dak Prescott
See,
and Brock Purdy probably
the
over Dak Prescott.
the problem
No,
there
Brock
is
Purdy under Justin Herbert.
the problem with Dak is this: he's either on the list or he's not. If you're gonna take his regular season, dude looks like Superman every year. If you
But who
throw in the
he's
playoffs,
Dak, right?
if you throw in the playoffs, he don't belong on the list at all. So
Yeah,
he's the wild card on that list that can throw things off.
yeah. I mean. I don't completely agree with this list the way it is now. I probably would have Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen as 1, 2, Pat Mahomes 3. Like I don't completely agree. I don't.
Nah,
Doc,
I think until someone proves him different, Mahomes. Until the referee start liking somebody else, it's gotta be Mahomes.
no, yeah, I mean, I can go with that. It's not. I can't. I ain't gonna sit here and say no. I can't. I can't because the numbers and the success speaks for itself. So if you want Mahomes at number 1 or number 2, whatever, I can't say bullshit. You know what I mean? No, I can't say that. No. So you right. You're not wrong. I just think Lamar Jackson is better than top five, and I'm not going to change that decision. He deserves to be up there. Somebody has to leave the top five between Burrow and Allen. So I guess I would move Burrow because of the success that Allen and Mahomes has had, and put Lamar Jackson up there and put Burrow right in front of Stafford.
Yeah, I can see
And
that.
even that's debatable.
We'll see how it ends this year. I think Burrow is a decent quarterback, and he's got the perfect system for him. And
I
that's
think
it.
Burrow's a great quarterback, and it just so happens he has great receivers too.
I was about to say that's the one thing we can't discount. Some good quarterbacks look better because of the system they're in and who the
Yeah.
pieces around them are. I'm not saying
I mean,
Burrows isn't a good quarterback. I'm saying we've never really had to find out.
well, I guess, but isn't Burrow and Chase, weren't they teammates in LSU?
You
Were
damn
they?
straight.
That's matter of fact, that's a question for BT. Weren't they teammates at LSU?
You goddamn straight.
Exactly. And that's why I'm saying that's the thing I'm saying with the Jets. My man, your man was throwing to dude for at least 1 year. Garrett Wilson, uh, Justin Fields was through Garrett Wilson for at least 1 year. And they both Ohio State, I know this. But yeah, y'all should be okay too, bro. But I don't think y'all could beat Buffalo. But are we off that?
Yeah,
Who's next? Doc, let me get you. Do you agree with this list? BT, you agree with this list?
damn straight I do.
One
Joe
through
Bur-
nine?
So yeah, and let me tell you why. Let me give you a stat line real quick. I know stats and everything, Mr. Frank, stats and everything. Let me give you a stat real quick. 4,918 yards passing, 70% completion rate. Uh, hold up, 70% completion rate. Uh, 108.5 QBR,
Mm.
10 yards per pass completion. Whose stats were that last year?
Was that Joe Burrow?
That was Joe Burrow. Fifth, no, sixth, no, sixth most all time in a season. One of the greatest passing seasons in NFL history.
Yeah,
Josh
when you
Allen won the MVP last year, rightfully so. Buffalo was one of the Buffalo and Philly were the two best teams down the stretch, but they gave it to Josh Allen because they couldn't give it to Jalen
they didn't
Hurts
want to get that
because
to Lamar again.
they didn't want to give it to Lamar again. But here's my thing: take Dak Prescott out this list and put Jalen Hurts at 10. Move Justin Herbert up. Keep Lamar Jackson where he's at. Move Matthew
Nah.
Stafford down. Actually, move Matthew Stafford down. Put Lamar Jackson there. Leave the
Yep.
top three exactly the way it is now.
Yeah. I think you move Lamar Jackson up and take Matthew Stafford down as well.
But that's what I said. Dak is the wild card. If we just go in regular straight season, you might even make an argument he belongs higher up. But if you got to take into account fourth quarters and the playoffs, he might not be on the list. That's what I'm saying. He's the one. He can be on or off, and there'd be no argument one way or the other.
Take
Mm-hmm.
away Jamar Chase's 1,600 yards receiving last year. Joe Burrow still is second best in the league in passing yards. So, no, third
Joe
best in the league in
Burrow
passing
has
yards.
two of the top
No, I'm
15
saying Burrows is a good
receivers.
quarterback, but he's got the perfect receivers in the system for him.
Yeah, man, he got some. Jamar Chase, he started. He took this year. Last year, he was better than Jefferson, and that's not even what it should be. No one who should not even be thinking otherwise. He outplayed Justin Jefferson last year. Justin Jefferson caught him the year before. He caught Justin last year, and this year should be awesome. My man Jackson Sheen gonna be the top receiver. I mean, Malik Neighbors.
So here's
Malik
my
Neighbors.
here's my reasoning for why Joe Burrow's number one. The same reason why, even though Tom Brady had the rings and the awards, Peyton Manning was still the better quarterback. Peyton Manning had the
Mm-hmm.
better numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Peyton Peyton Manning had the
Talk it.
better Peyton Manning had the better numbers, and on the field, Peyton Manning was the better player. Who was the better
Talk
winner? Of course, Tom Brady. Peyton Manning is the best quarterback of all time. He's just not the
ever.
best winner. Peyton
I
Manning's the
don't
best.
care.
Peyton Manning, to me, is the
Ooh.
best. Is one of the best football players ever. However, Tom Brady's the best winner. Pat
Yo,
Mahomes is
BT,
top three.
BT, I
And
just
I'm
want
a,
you to know this, my nigga. When I get married, my nigga, I'm gonna make sure you can make it, my G. Just for my G. I don't know if you know telekinesis, you be going into my brain or something, because that is how I always felt. Tom Brady, I love Tom Brady too, but Peyton Manning is my favorite quarterback ever. Well, no, he's not.
Pey-
Eli Manning is by default, but right behind him is Peyton Manning and Steve Young.
uh,
Peyton Manning's
yo,
brain. Peyton, that's why his head looked the way it does. Pause.
as a
His
as
brain,
as a Jet fan, I can tell you right now, I hate Brady with every inch of my soul.
oh yeah.
But the reason I'm gonna say Brady is better than Manning is
you're allowed
Brady
to.
made a bunch of average wide receivers millionaires when they left in free agency, and they never played the same. That was him. He made all those receivers who left.
All right, I'm gonna continue with this one. I'm gonna contend with this one. Uh, Peyton Manning played with. They both match each other with that, but Peyton Manning played with like the smallest receiving core ever.
Sure.
He
Other
turned
than
Reggie Wayne. Reggie Wayne should be a Hall of Famer already. Marvin Harrison is a Hall of Famer. Who else?
Dallas
Who else? Who else?
Clark.
Who else? Dallas
Dallas
Clark
Clark.
was a small tight end. Pause. But if he went without
Wow.
injury,
Great pause on that one.
without injury, Dallas Clark is he's a top. He goes in with Antonio Gates in them. He probably be going in this year. Dallas Clark, like they both did
but
the same shit. They turned guys who wouldn't normally anywhere else. They wouldn't beat anything or but a third down or a receiver for the quick receiver. He turned them dudes into Hall of Famers.
Peyton Manning averaged 13 wins a year. The conversation is over.
Yo, Peyton Manning, to me, he's
Averaged
the best
13
quarterback
wins.
to ever
He's the
touch a
best. He's
football.
the best football player ever. Let's stop it.
Yeah.
He's
I
the
mean,
best
like,
football. Come
Peyton
on,
Manning,
man.
I mean, that dude, man, I love Peyton Manning, man.
Want to
I
know
can't
why
even
he's the
see
best
him
football
now.
player? Tom Brady averaged 11 wins a year. Awesome. Peyton
And I
Manning
like
averaged
Tom Brady,
13
especially
wins a year. And his offenses were always top three in the league. Brady had some great offenses. Bruh.
it was just that defense, man.
You
I
know.
said they only had Bob Sanders, like, and maybe you had a lineman and did like one from each side, like one safety, one corner, one linebacker, and one good lineman, and that's why they were always falling short to Tom Brady because Bill Belichick is just an awesome coach, and Tom Brady is like Rocky Balboa, so I get it, but I don't care. Rocky Balboa, fucking Peyton Manning is Muhammad Ali.
Peyton Manning was the number one high school prospect, the number one college prospect, NFL MVP, and a Super Bowl MVP. Wide
Bro,
receiver.
I watched Peyton and Manning in college when he looked like a redneck. Where he had the
Yes,
long hair.
bruh. He's from Uptown. Every New Orleans white boy is a redneck.
So there you go. Because that's what I thought whenever I watched him on Saturday. Like, yo, this dude,
If
he
you ever
looks like
go
a
to New
redneck,
Orleans,
but he could
Louisiana,
ball.
if you
That's
ever
how
go
I
to New
know. If
Orleans,
it wasn't for Peyton Manning, I wouldn't know about T. Martin. I would have no idea who the hell T. Martin was because after him, I stopped looking at Tennessee because it was like, I'm good.
yeah, you
T.
ain't
Martin made
missing.
the NFL, y'all. I forgot who he played for. He played for everybody. Now, hold up. Let me get to the next from 10 to 18. Now I gotta try to. I'm still learning. I'm still learning. I'm still learning.
Hey, I'm gonna hit y'all
Go
boys back. We see my old lady talking about.
ahead, do your thing.
All right, y'all be safe, man.
All right, Brose. Hold up. I'm trying to put the whole list up. I thought it would just do the same thing, and I don't remember what I did. But hold up, let me because I can just look for it. All right, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, blah 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 blah. Oh, it's a different. They got it listed different now. But no, I don't like this one. This is not right. Top quarterbacks in the NFL.
You had
They
your
still
first
have
troll.
him.
You had your first troll come into
Yeah,
your
he's talking
live
about
stream.
Pokemon. That's why I ain't even acknowledge him. I appreciate the view though, asshole. But yeah, that's why I didn't acknowledge him. Wait, can I do this? Okay, I can. All right, there we go. That's how I do it. There we go. Hold on. Bam.
That's how you had it.
That's how this is how I wanted to try to do. What the hell happened? What's going on? Okay, we're gonna take that off right now. Now the next tier: Aaron Rodgers, Baker Mayfield, Jared Goff, Kyler Murray, C.J. Stroud, Jordan Love, Geno Smith, Kirk Cousins, Tua Tagovailoa. Y'all agree with this from 10 to 18?
Until
Be clear.
further
I
notice, I think Kirk Cousins belongs a little higher than that.
yeah,
Again,
I think that
just going on numbers and going on his fantasy football projections and everything else.
Yeah,
You know,
and
Baker
Geno Smith
rallies
has
his
been.
teammates a little better, but I think
I think
he
C.J.
belongs.
Stroud belongs higher too, and I
yeah, I
think
think
Baker
all
Mayfield. Looking at this, I think Baker Mayfield belongs in somewhere in the top 10.
I think Murray drops down, CJ moves up, Jordan Love moves up, Kirk Cousins definitely move up, Geno Smith can move down, and Tua. I mean, they all good names up there, but yeah, that order right there
I
is out of
think
whack.
I think Geno stays where he's at, but I think people move around him because Geno Smith is Geno Smith. Uh, like Aaron Rodgers moves down for me for whatever reason. You're on Pittsburgh now, and you
And he
lost
sucks.
George Pickens. You lost George Pickens. You straight up lost George Pickens. You have who are you throwing to? So you definitely move down. Baker Mayfield moves up into the top 10. CJ Stroud, I want to put him in the top 10, but that's me being a fan. So I'm saying he's like hovering where Rodgers should be. And maybe CJ Stroud,
No, no,
maybe
see,
Rodgers should be where
yeah,
Stroud
I ain't
is.
see the top three. Yeah, I think Jared Goff moved down too, and Aaron Rodgers definitely moved down.
Nah,
Baker
Jared Goff
Mayfield,
moves up.
no,
That's the
I think he
Lions,
moved
bro.
down.
Jared Goff moves up.
Oh, and then Matthew Stafford shouldn't be up there. Then that's what I think.
That's
Jared
what
Goff
I
should be.
mean. Yeah, I mean, Matthew Stafford is up there. I don't think he belongs high. But Matthew Stafford is up there because of his resume. Let's be for real. We've been watching Matthew
Okay.
Stafford for fucking what, 12, 13, 14 years? He's up there for his
Yeah.
resume. Let's keep it 100. That's why Aaron Rodgers is still top 10. He's number 10. Aaron Rodgers is number 10 because of his resume. But he has no one to throw to. At least this guy still has people to throw to, Matthew Stafford. He has people to throw to. But I don't 100% agree with this. I think it should be better. Hold on, let me see. All right, let me change. All right, bam. Somebody's background is smooth as a mother. Oh, that's Doc's. Okay, and that helped me. So now it's easy to do that. Now here's the rest from Jaden Daniels down. That's 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Trevor Lawrence has yet to play to what the way. Isn't Derek Carr retired? Didn't he retire?
I think so.
Yeah, Derek Carr retired, I believe. But yeah, Trevor Lawrence belongs under Derek Carr, nigga who retired. And because Trevor Lawrence, I thought he was gonna be like that dude, man. I thought he was going to be that dude, and he
I
just
still,
has not raised
I think he
expectation.
still can be. I think I still look at his games. I think he still can be better.
Trevor Lawrence,
Yeah,
but what year is this about to be for him? His fifth, sixth? He
fifth,
even
fifth.
got more money, bro.
It takes some dudes a little longer. Look at Geno Smith. He should be
No, you right.
retired by now, and he just finally got it. So
But wait. He played for the Jets, who at that time when he got drafted were not an offensive friendly team. That was Rex Ryan. It was a Rex Ryan led team. And then he went to the Giants, where you got Eli Manning ahead of you. I don't know why they let him break Eli's streak. And then he went to a system to a guy who's most known to be a college coach.
see, but the difference is when Geno was here with the Jets, as a Jet fan, I can tell you this,
You
confidently.
know better
A
than
lot of the
us.
Jet players didn't like him. Trevor Lawrence, they love him over there. So I still see him being able to get a little better.
What didn't what's the dude Pete Carroll go to Oakland?
Did he?
I think wait, I'm gonna find out right now. But I do think Pete Carroll went to Oakland. That's why Geno Smith went to Oakland. Where does Pete Carroll coach?
I don't think he
Yeah,
coached. I think he
the
GM
Las
right
Vegas
now.
Raiders. And I apologize for saying Oakland 1,000 times. Pete Carroll coaches the Las Vegas Raiders. So that's why Geno Smith has a job. He's automatically the starter, and he's already used to the system. Now, if somehow they could fucking win, well, I'm looking at a text from my uncle. Oh wow, he listens to me. Hey, all right, shout out to Uncle Reggie. Hey Reg, if you're listening now, you made me feel good, man. That made me feel good. I appreciate it. That made me feel good. Uncle Reggie listens to Uncle Jacky. There we go. Salute. I don't care. That made me feel good. I ain't even lying. Now we got to get Uncle George. But yeah, all right. Enough of that soft stuff. But yeah. Right here, Sam Darnold deserves a little more. Wait. Sam Darnold, stay where you are. Who signed him? Who signed Sam Darnold?
Vikings, no.
Say it again.
No, I said the Vikings, but that's where he came from.
I know he was on the Vikings. Damn, I'm answering text messages. I appreciate people for reaching out and, you know, let me see. I'll tell y'all now. Where the hell he still have him with the Jets? He's with the Seahawks. He's with the Seahawks. And now I predict that might be a bad, what's the name? Because the Seahawks lost. Oh no, I'm bugging. Brett Favre Jr. has the Seahawks old wide receiver. They
DK,
have Megatron Jr. What's his name?
DK Metcalf.
Yeah, DK Metcalf. Pittsburgh has DK Metcalf. He is Megatron Jr. Let's be for real. He's like the closest thing to Megatron. And don't Pittsburgh have Megatron the third that plays running back and wide receiver? From the 49ers.
I'm talking about Debo.
Yeah, Debo Samuel. He's not
Did
on
he
the
go to?
49ers anymore.
No, he's not in 49. Did he go to Pittsburgh? I think he
I
went
think he's with,
to.
well, let me see. Hold up. I could just look for it. Debo Samuel. He's only 29 years old, bro. Oh, no, never mind. He's on the Commanders. Bro, you know what that kind of team that is now? And that's why I'm going to take the Giants thing. My prediction for the Giants down to 7 games. And that's still a win. Washington is here to stay, bro.
Oh,
Unless,
got the sophomore jinx.
listen, bro, you can't have a sophomore jinx with Debo Samuel if you have a decent enough coach.
Oh,
Never
Debo get
mind. I'm not
hurt.
gonna talk about coaching. I'm not talking about coaching, bro, because I already see the jinx, and I'm gonna feel flattered. But no, I still want to play. But with adding Debo Samuel, you take more wear and tear off your running back and your quarterback now, because now you got Debo Samuel. You can give him what a running back a premium running back should rush about 230 to 250 times. Now, if you the head of the offense, then you rush 300 times. We don't want that. So now they can take some pressure off their running back, give Debo some snaps at running back, and still throw him the ball because Debo Samuel is a fucking tank, bro. For some reason, his 6 feet 215 looks like 6'4", 230. For some
I mean,
reason,
but he's injury prone, so
he is injury prone, but if you use well, yeah, you right. But I mean, I don't think Jay Daniels is gonna get worse. Yeah, you got sophomore jinx, but I don't really believe in that for everybody because I think Jay Daniels is for real. And as long as he's mastered whatever they did last year, then I think, there shouldn't be a problem with him being who he is. And Russell Wilson, as far as Russell Wilson goes, I don't know if I would put it Tiger Viola. I don't know if Tua belongs that high. I would definitely switch Russell Wilson with Tua. People
I
might be
think
mad at that, but I would
I
switch
think
Russell Wilson with Tua.
I think Tua's a pretty good quarterback.
I
I mean,
think so too.
considering his size and all that, I think he's outlived most projections.
Well,
He's
listen,
just
Frank.
Besides the
No,
injuries,
one hit away
exactly, Frank, because
from
that's where I
needing
was
some help
going.
eating, man. Like I
yeah.
don't know why someone hasn't
That
sat him down and honestly told him there might be time.
that's where I was going, Frank. That all it takes is somebody to headbutt him really good, and all it got to do is be accidental because the accidental ones are the ones that are worse.
Correct.
And that's it. And no, I do believe Tua's good, but you take Tua off that team. If Tua's gone, that team is done, which does give him even more value. But what takes away from his value is what we're talking about now: his concussion protocol, his
Uh-huh.
his CTE, because he's definitely gonna be one of
Gonna
those
have
guys.
uh
Uh-huh.
He's gonna be one of those guys because he's small, because for every reason that we're saying, because he's brave, because he has that Samoan blood, and they're just brave for no reason. And I mean, I'm not being, yeah, I mean, yeah, it sounds funny, but I'm not being disrespectful at all. I mean, I'm dead serious. That Samoan blood is something like how they say Latin people are lovers. That Samoan blood, they're just born warriors, man. That's like I guess, whatever tribes in Africa are just born to fight. Like, it's just certain things I believe, and I believe that's why he's still in the NFL. And I think he would sit there and fucking turn into a vegetable on the field because he's Samoan and it's for honor and it's for respect. And I respect that, but at the same time, me being a black guy is like, my G, you crazy, bro. Because even Steve Young had to sit his ass down eventually, and he had to retire early. He retired early. If we all know who Steve Young is, I'm sure Steve Young could have played for fucking 15, 16, 17 years at least. He had to
dude,
retire because getting hit in the head is
as
not cool.
as a Jet fan, I had to watch one of the greatest Jets ever retire early, Al Toon, because he had two concussions 2 years in a row, and then he couldn't even bend down to tie shoes anymore.
I remember
So
Al Toon. He was supposed to be that. He was that deal when he was playing. He was. I remember Al Toon. Who was throwing
and
to him? Ken O'Brien?
it was Ken O'Brien, and then it was what's that dude's name? Was it O'Donnell? The bum we got from Pittsburgh there.
Neil O'Donnell? I don't think you know what? Fuck Neil O'Donnell. I'm gonna say that right now. Because I went for fucking Jim Harbaugh. I remember this because this shit sticks in my brain, bro. Because I'm a football player through and through. I don't care what other sports people know me for playing. I'm a football player, bro. Neil O'Donnell was a piece of shit, bro, and I
He
think
was.
he
He was a
fucked me
bum.
through the game. Yo, when he beat Jim Harbaugh, when Jim Harbaugh played for the Colts, and he beat Jim Harbaugh, I was so mad as hell because I knew Jim Harbaugh was the better fucking quarterback, and the Colts I felt were the better team. They had a bad fucking day, and then he went to Dallas and handed the ball to Larry Brown twice. If y'all don't know who Larry Brown is, not y'all as in the panel, the if the people watching don't know who Larry Brown is, that's the cornerback for the Dallas Cowboys for that Super Bowl, Pittsburgh versus Dallas. He got Larry Brown a contract with the Raiders, big ass contract, and then they found out Larry Brown wasn't shit. Neil O'Donnell just gave a long handoff to the same
Oh.
cornerback twice.
So my point
Don't
was
play
about
with
Al Toon, but okay.
listen. Say it again, brother.
I said my point was about Al Toon, but I gotta agree with the O'Donnell thing. Okay.
No, fuck Neil O'Donnell. Because when y'all signed him, I was sitting there like, I ain't gonna front because I'm the guy. You know, I hate the Yankees because I'm a Met. I hate the Jets because I'm a Giant. I was happy when y'all signed him. I was ecstatic. I was ecstatic. But who I didn't like, who I loved, and who's underrated too, Vinny Testaverde. I'm gonna take a shot to Vinny Testaverde because I like Vinny Testaverde and I like Chad Pennington. I say that out loud all the time about Chad
Oh, Chad's
Pennington.
my man.
I
Chad's the
love,
man.
I like Chad Pennington, man, because he was like a new Joe Montana, but with a even softer arm. But he was accurate. He just is like he knew the science of, all right, this guy runs 15 miles an hour when he cuts after his cut. So I'm gonna throw the ball right here. Chad
And the
Pennington was
play
one of the most accurate
and
quarterbacks. And Antonio Pierce, I'm apologize to you. Antonio Pierce is who ended his career because after he got injured, he went to Miami, and that's when he was one hit away from a shoulder hit away from having
yeah.
to retire, and we know how that ended.
But the difference is the Jets loved him. They played for him. They knew he no longer had any strength in that arm, so they came back for him if the play was broken.
Oh
And I think
yeah,
that's the difference with a lot of quarterbacks if you think about it. You got a lot of
bro.
quarterbacks whose receivers aren't going to lay out for them. It's either you putting it in my hands or it's going to be an incomplete 3 and out.
Listen here, bro. I'm gonna mention the name. They brought dude back. Yeah, man. When y'all had Lavernius Coles, y'all brought him back just for Chad. Let's stop playing.
Coles, yeah,
Am I right? No, hold up. Am I right, Frank? I might be
yeah.
bugging, but I think y'all bought him
No,
back for
Coles
Chad.
Coles left for the money. He came back that last year on that contract.
Yeah, he had went to the Redskins, the same place Santana Moss. Y'all said Santana Moss too, because
Yeah,
Santana Moss is dope. I know you like Santana Moss.
absolutely.
Yeah, Santana Moss was awesome, and I'm not gonna lie, one of my favorite wide receivers for the Jets, Wayne Corbett. I can't sit
Oh,
here and like no, Wayne
I got my
Corbett.
Winker Bet jersey. He's the man. But to be
Yeah,
honest,
Wayne.
I like Cole. I like Cole better than I like Santana.
I like Santana more than Coles, but I think I like Wayne Corbett better than all of them.
No, out of that trio, it would have been Corbett and Cole. You know why I like Cole? He brought that street edge with him to the field. You hit him hard, he got up, looked you right in the face, and dared you to do that a second time.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
like Lavernius Coles. I did like Lavernius Coles. I thought he was good. I did think it was good because for some reason, as much as it's just like the Yankees. When I was living in New York, I would watch the Yankee games and just cheer against them. So I would watch the Jet games and just cheer against them. But as you're cheering against them, you're sitting there looking like these guys are. Some of these guys are really good. These guys are good, and I love y'all most. I liked y'all the most under Rex Ryan from since I was watching football. Rex Ryan, I
no,
love the
the first three,
bravado he's in for New York
his first 3 year run with the Jets unmatched. It's everything that came after that.
because Rex Ryan he made it. If I were a Jet fan, I would have been proud to say it with him under there. But it looked like we lost Doc. So I'm gonna get through these are your top 9 running backs. Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley. You think Derrick Henry belongs at number 1? Now, damn, I had to stop already. I don't think
Yeah.
Derrick Henry belongs at number 1. I think he's number 2 behind Saquon Barkley.
Nope. I think Derrick Henry's one, and I'm gonna tell you why Saquon is two.
That
Saquon needed Saquon needed that line to show he could play. When he was with your team and your offensive line sucked, he always had 140 yards, but he had that 160-yard rip every game. After that,
yeah,
2-3 yards at a time.
I'm
He
not gonna
became a
sit here
monster
and
with Philly because they have a line. Henry is gonna rip you 10, 15 yards consistently, regardless of who's blocking for him. Henry is one.
I can actually understand that. I could understand that, brother. I could definitely understand that, brother. I definitely understand that. I mean, I would put Saquon at number 1 because of intangibles in terms of he can catch that ball out the backfield. Saquon Barkley catches that ball out the backfield. I think he does it better than Henry does. And he can get you, I think he can be another Marshall Falk or LaDainian Tomlinson where he give you 1,000. I don't think Derrick Henry can give you 1,000. I think he can give you 1,500 and 500, 600. I don't think he'll give you 1,000. I think Saquon Barkley has the ability to give you 1,000, especially if AJ Brown gets injured or if somebody in the receiving core gets injured. And I'm not an Eagles fan, so I'm not even knocking on wood. But if AJ Brown or one of them guys get injured, you got Saquon Barkley. And I think that's what kind of separates him from a lot of running backs. But yeah, 1, 2, whichever way, I ain't gonna front. I agree. Whichever way you put it, if you like Derrick Henry more, I can't sit here and say, nah, that's bull. Because it seemed like he revived his own career in Baltimore. And I expect to see more of that because it seems like he's happy to play football again in Baltimore. So I do expect to see more of that. How about Josh Jacobs? You like Josh Jacobs?
At 3,
Yeah,
maybe at 5.
5. Yeah, I think Jameer Gibbs could go up there to 3. Even
You know
maybe a
what?
Jonathan Taylor.
My thing is every position has that 1 and 2. I think at the end of this year, it's 3 on down that'll change. A lot of these top 10 players are interchangeable when you get past the top 2 dudes.
Yeah. Um, yeah, this right here though, I don't think Alvin Kamara belongs at number 4 anymore.
Now he's lost a step,
Yeah,
and
because
and with
he's been
and with his
everything.
size and with his size, he needed that step.
Yeah, I think Alvin Kamara drops, and I would lift Bijan Robinson to a higher. I would lift him higher because I like Bijan Robinson. Maybe because I'm down here in 10, 20 minutes outside of Atlanta. I do think, but I've been saying this since he was in Texas though. Bijan Robinson is he's an animal, and I think he deserves to be higher. Uh, Let me see. I'm gonna go to the next tier. All right, it's only us two. I still wanna.
Oh, that's it.
I think Doc, he might have had to go to work. He ain't let me know. I don't see I'm looking now. I'm learning that's on the fly, so I don't see him in the hallway or anything like that. But it's fine. Like we'll be wrapping up soon. Definitely pretty soon because I'm getting hungry. We got James Cook, Joe Mixon, David Montgomery, Kyron Williams, Tony Pollard, Chuba Hubbard. That name is just so fucking funny. Yo, but hold on. I got a call. Yo, what's going on, brother? What's going on, Dan? What's your query? What's your query, brother?
I'm very optimistic about the season, man. I think our offense should be, with our pieces, I think at least top 10 offensively. Uh, we have some good pieces on defense. We just got to see where our two top first round picks going to really do. Well, I'm real optimistic about it. I think we should be first in division. I think we got better from last year, even though our division not really good like that. So I think uh, we should come out our 7 year playoff drought. I'm really optimistic, man. To be honest,
And that's and that's Dan from Forest Park. Hey Dan, I appreciate you, brother. That's my first call ever. So Dan, you can write that down or something. You know what I mean? My first sports calling ever.
that's game.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, bro. Dan, he's a Falcons fan. He thinks they should win the division. And to be honest with you, well, it's between y'all and the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you already know.
Yeah. They look pretty good, man, since last year. But we had a number last year too. We beat them twice, so I think we still should come out this year.
See, and that's the one thing that you got when you draft a quarterback that's a little older.
Right.
His mind is a little different than someone that's 21 when he's 23.
Right.
So
He was thrown. He was thrown into the fire. To the last 3 games. But he was like he was real poised and everything. Like he didn't panic. You know what I'm saying? He was sticking in and making throw. Like he don't be rushing nothing like that. I already like that finish, man. And then Bijan Robinson. I don't care what nobody say. He a top 5 running back in the league.
Yes, I just said that, bro. I just Bijan Robinson he should not be where he's at.
Exactly. To me, his cuts are the best in the league. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Saquon Barkley the best running back in the league. You know what I'm saying? But he's not far behind.
Yeah, I like Bijan. He's like a baby Barkley. He's like Bijan Robinson's like a baby Barkley because he can catch out the backfield too.
Exactly. I know you still salty about that, man.
Yo, shit, I appreciate you calling through, brother. Yeah, I appreciate you. Good luck to the Falcons. Hopefully we can catch a game, my G. All right, man. I'm gonna holler at you, brother. All right, one. Yeah, that was one of the 4 horsemen, my man Dan, big Atlanta Falcons fan. And we agree the only competition that they have out there in the NFC South would be Tampa Bay because Carolina's not good and it's like New Orleans is rebuilding. So I mean, I don't see it. You had anything to add, Frank?
Nah, I was just sitting here listening to y'all. Sounds about right.
Yeah, yeah. As far as the NFC South goes, it's really weak now. So the only 2 teams that are going to make noise are the Falcons if Michael Penix is who he is, or if Kirk Cousins is going to still be the starting quarterback. Because either one is still for a second, I was hoping the Giants went and got Kirk Cousins. Why not? And Kirk Cousins last year, I believe, as a guy who was a quarterback himself, not NFL, but still quarterback himself, Kirk Cousins rushed himself back to try to prove he was better than Michael Penix. And me having the same injury Kirk Cousins had, the torn Achilles, You're not supposed to rush back. You're not supposed to rush back. Because even when I was playing football, I tried to come back after what was it, 8 weeks or whatever, what have you, like 8 weeks to 10 weeks, and yeah, you have no power. And I know this, and I'm not playing NFL caliber football. I'm playing like sandlot leagues or whatever, and I could still feel I had no power. So I know him being in the NFL, you have no power. You can't drive the way you normally drive. And he just came back too early. Because when you have an Achilles injury, you're supposed to sit out for like a year. Yeah, I sat out for months and months and months, but it was like 2 weeks after I was like walking normal. And just because you're walking normal don't mean you're back to normal. And I think that was his problem. Yo, how do you feel about your boy Brees Hall, Frank?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh
Brees
yeah.
Hall.
I think if he stays healthy, and we kind of did adjust that offensive line, I think he's a difference maker back there.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know who's a big fan of his? Doc. Doc is a big fan of Brees Hall. He's been preaching Brees Hall since Brees Hall's been a rookie, I believe.
No,
And I started seeing
Brees
it
has always
last
been
year.
good. Brees has always been good, but he's had to go out there and manufacture yardage because our offensive line sucked.
Yeah.
We actually fixed the guard position this year, which means some of those holes are going to naturally be there for him. Yeah, I think he's going to be the difference maker. That's what I'm saying. I'm seeing the playoffs. I see 9 wins easy. I don't want to get ahead of myself,
No,
but
no, no,
maybe
no. I can see that.
you
Y'all
know
defense is immaculate.
because we can stop if we can stay on the field instead of continuous three and outs. Our defense won't be tired in the fourth quarter, and we can hold on to some of these games. It's those three and outs that kill the defense all the time.
Yeah, because they have to stay on the field, bro. And
So if we can get the running game going and we can get Wilson back to being who he was 2 years ago, it it I, somebody laughed. Who laughed?
yo, I like Garrett Wilson. I mean, he's listen, I'm an Ohio State fan. I've been an Ohio State fan since I was 11, 12 years old. That's over 30 years. So Garrett Wilson, I love Garrett Wilson. And I love the fact that he gets to get throws from Justin Fields. That's why when y'all signed Justin Fields, I didn't, of course, me hating the Jets, I'm like, ah. But me as a person who does podcasts and who's trying to be objective, is like that is a great pickup for the Jets. Because now who was the guy he was throwing to now plays for the Texans? No, no, he doesn't. No, who was his number one receiver over there in Chicago? I forgot his name. He became a great wide receiver. He's a good wide receiver. He was just him. Damn, let me see. What's his name? Uh he played for Carolina first. Let me see. I forgot who he played. If he's still in Chicago. Wide receivers for Chicago in 2024. DJ Moore.
I'm not impressed with DJ Moore.
I think DJ Moore, like, the chemistry that him and Justin Fields had was good before Justin Fields got hurt. Because him and Justin Fields were like they had chemistry, and then you got Cole Kemet, and they had two receivers. But now with the Jets, he has a former schoolmate that he was actually throwing to in college, so they should have a rapport, and it should just be better for y'all.
I think at this point, any quarterback would have done. I knew we were in trouble when Garrett Wilson will sit there, throw his hands up at some of Rogers' passes to everybody but him. I knew we had a problem with Rogers would look at Garrett Wilson like you should have stretched out an extra 10 yards and caught that pass that I overthrew. Yo, like they made it so obvious between the two of them that there was no love there. So
Yeah,
Rod,
it's like,
it
I
was
don't
either,
know.
and I said it when the season ended last year. Either Rodgers has got to go, or we're gonna have to trade Wilson for a lot of them assets we gave up getting Rodgers. But the two of them were not gonna be able to stay on the same team.
Yeah, because I don't understand how he's sitting there talking. He needed Randall Cobb and Lars. What's his name? Lazarus.
Lazard,
Lazard.
Lazard, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Alan Lazard. Yeah, yeah. It's like you got Garrett Wilson, bro. Like he's catching 1,000 yards off of nobody's, off of Zach Wilson. It's like,
Hello, hello, hello.
waiting for you. But to be for real, yeah, Brees Hall, Christian McCaffrey, he's supposed to definitely be much higher. He was the damn Madden cover guy. But Christian McCaffrey, yo, I appreciate Frank for coming through. I appreciate Doc, Brian Turner, Desi Dez. I appreciate y'all for coming through. I got this. But yeah, I believe that Christian McCaffrey would be higher if he wasn't so injury prone. Brees Hall, yeah, maybe he belongs a little higher too. But Chuba Hubbard, he played well for the Panthers. He's a bright spot for them. Let me get on with this before call it a day. Oh, really? Hold up now. DeAndre Swift, yeah, that's not what I wanted. Here go your top receivers. You got Amon-Ra St. Brown, CD Lamb, AJ Brown, Jamar Chase. This is just no. Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson belong. You switch CD Lamb with both of them. You put CD Lamb fourth. You put Jamar Chase first. Amon St. Brown second. AJ Brown third, CeeDee Lamb fourth. Because Justin Jefferson, I mean, yeah, he belongs to fifth. Fifth is good. He got to prove himself. Devontae Adams, my favorite, Terry McLaurin, Tyreek Hill, DJ Moore. DJ Moore, DJ Moore is an asset to that Bears team. But yeah, this season I give the Houston Texans, I give them 12 wins. 12-5 sounds good. If everyone stays healthy, they might get 13-4. But I see CJ Stroud having an MVP caliber year with his receiving core if they can stay healthy. Dalton Schultz, Joe Mixon. That's a beautiful offense right there. That's a wonderful offense. And they have a defensive-minded coach in DeMeco Ryans. So I could see no less than 11 wins and deep into the playoffs with playing against the likes of the Ravens, the Bills, or the Chiefs. But yeah, this wide receiver list, I don't agree with it much. And I believe that Malik Neighbors is going to make himself, he's going to get himself into the top receiving core. But I'm about to get up out of here. I want to thank Frank. Appreciate you, Frank. Doc, Desi Dez, Brian Turner. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all, everybody who came through, who sat for a little bit. Appreciate y'all. But I'm out of here. Y'all be good. It's Uncle Jacky.